From a small town in Hertfordshire to the global stage, one woman's journey proves that with enough ambition, you can redefine your destiny. This is the story of Victoria Beckham, a name now synonymous with high fashion, but her path was anything but straightforward. Born Victoria Adams, she grew up in a comfortable, loving family. Her father, an electronics engineer, had built a successful business, but young Victoria was often embarrassed by their wealth. She'd beg him to drop her off away from the school gates, not wanting to stand out in the family's Rolls-Royce. Even then, she felt a burning desire to make her own name, to earn her own success on her own terms. She wasn't the most academically gifted, nor was she the most naturally talented performer at theater school. She was often bullied, feeling like an outsider. But what she lacked in natural ease, she made up for with a relentless work ethic. She knew from a young age that she wanted to be famous, and she was prepared to work harder than anyone else to get there. Her first big break came in 1994. She answered an advertisement in a magazine looking for streetwise, ambitious and dedicated young women to form a new girl group. After a series of auditions, Victoria, along with Jerry, Mel B, Mel C, and Emma, became the Spice Girls. Each was given a nickname, and Victoria became Posh Spice, a label that hinted at her sophisticated style, but also played on her perceived aloofness. The Spice Girls weren't just a band. They were a cultural phenomenon. Their message of girl power resonated with millions around the world. They topped charts, sold out stadiums, and became global icons. Victoria was living her dream of fame, but even at the height of Spice Mania, she felt a pull towards something else. She was always more interested in the costumes, the styling, and the overall image than the music itself. While the world knew her as Posh Spice, her personal life was about to take a new, very public turn. In 1997, she met a young, talented footballer named David Beckham. Their connection was instant. They became the ultimate power couple, Posh and Becks, their every move chronicled by the press. Their wedding in 1999 was a lavish affair, solidifying their status as British royalty in the eyes of the public. As the Spice Girls eventually went their separate ways, Victoria embarked on a solo music career. While she had some success, her heart wasn't truly in it. The industry that had made her famous now felt restrictive. She was ready for a new chapter, one she could write entirely for herself. Many people thought her fame would wane after the Spice Girls. They were wrong. Victoria cleverly leveraged her public profile, becoming a fixture in the fashion world. She was a muse for designers, a front-row regular at fashion weeks, and a style icon whose every outfit was analyzed. But she didn't just want to wear fashion, she wanted to create it. It was a risky move. The fashion industry is notoriously difficult to break into, especially for a celebrity. Many were skeptical, dismissing her ambitions as a vanity project. They expected her to simply lend her name to a collection designed by others. But Victoria had other plans. She was determined to be taken seriously. She quietly started working, learning the ins and outs of the business. She wasn't just the face. She was the driving force. In 2008, at New York Fashion Week, she presented her first collection. It was a small, intimate presentation of just 10 dresses. The industry held its breath. The reaction was overwhelmingly positive. Critics were stunned by the quality, the tailoring, and the sophisticated, understated elegance of her designs. They were minimalist, beautifully constructed, and undeniably chic. Victoria Beckham hadn't just launched a fashion line. She had announced the arrival of a serious new designer. Building a fashion empire from scratch is a monumental task. Victoria poured her heart, soul, and her own money into her brand. The early years were a grind. She was involved in every single detail, from fabric selection to the final stitch. She wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty, working tirelessly to build a team and a brand that reflected her vision of modern femininity. She wanted to create clothes that made women feel powerful, confident, and like the best version of themselves. Her designs were never about fleeting trends. They were about timeless style and impeccable quality. Slowly but surely, the Posh Spice persona faded, replaced by the image of a respected, formidable businesswoman and designer. Her brand grew steadily, expanding from dresses to include eyewear, handbags, and a highly successful beauty line. Each step was carefully considered. She understood her customer because, in many ways, she was her customer. A working mother juggling a career, and family who wanted to look and feel her best without sacrificing comfort or practicality. Her determination was relentless. Even when her fashion business faced financial challenges and reports of losses, she never wavered. She invested more, believed in her vision, and adapted. She proved her resilience time and time again, steering her company through the notoriously volatile fashion market. Today, Victoria Beckham is not just a former pop star or a footballer's wife. She is the creative director and founder of a global fashion and beauty brand that has been valued at over $1 billion. Her journey is a masterclass in reinvention. She transformed herself from a pop icon into a fashion powerhouse through sheer will, an uncompromising work ethic, and an authentic vision. She defied expectations, silenced the skeptics, and built an empire on her own terms. From the girl who felt like an outsider to a commander of the British Empire for her services to fashion, Victoria Beckham's story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to chase a new dream, and that true success is about having the courage to define who you want to be, and then working tirelessly to become that person.